Bryant McFadden. Shut the hell up. Did you do it? Did you do it? Did you hit that like button? Hammer gang. Cause we always hit the nail on the head. So check this out, my Miami Hurricane fans. My Florida State, Seminoles, shit nose, whatever nose, no nose, whatever. Check this out. Now, as you can see, this shirt was worn on purpose in this video. We run this state. We do. So, let's get to the matter at hand. Bryant McFadden, former cornerback for the shit nose, Florida State. Committed to him back in 2002. Got drafted to the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2005. These years are significant. But we're going to get to that. Now, Bryant McFadden asked Mike Norvell, conversation between the two, about the whole Manny Diaz taking shot at them, fake momentum for recruiting. Mike Norvell gave the political answer. And of course, you got McFadden here who said this. Roll the clip.
Say this much, Coach. It seems like Manny Diaz is living in a fishbowl world where he's able to look and see what everybody else doing. And like you said, if you're paying attention to what everybody else doing, you're not paying attention to what you should be doing. We don't care how you feel, Manny Diaz. What? You're a rival. We don't like you. You don't like us. That's how it's supposed to be. First thing you need to do to your rival, you need to beat them on the recruiting trail and then beat them on the football field. So you continue to beat Miami on the recruiting trail like you've been doing. And you're going to handle the rest in late November, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll say what you probably don't want to say.
Okay, so there you have it. McFadden telling Mike Norvell, beat him in recruiting and beat him on the field come November 13th. Well, Mr. McFadden, first off, before I go into insulting you, sir, I'm going to say this. Congratulations on your career in the NFL and all the things that you've done, all the good things that you've done. I'm going to say that, So now let's get straight down to the bottom of this. FSU, you went to FSU 2000 to 2005, where you got drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers, like I said. Now, within that time period that you was at FSU, Miami beat FSU every single time. You do not, I repeat, sir, you do not know what it feels like to beat Miami. You are winless against Miami. So you, sir, cannot tell anybody to beat Miami because you don't know what it feels like. You may have seen somebody over the years beat Miami from FSU, but it was not you, sir. You. Congratulations to you with your career at FSU that took you forward into the NFL to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Arizona Cardinals. I did my homework on you, sir. You do not get the right to tell Mike Norvell to beat Miami. You couldn't beat Miami. Stop telling people to do things that you could not have done. You couldn't do it. Now, that does not take away the fact that you was a phenomenal talent at cornerback. You did great things. Nobody cannot say you did not turn out well coming out of FSU. You did great things in the NFL. You had a great, prosperous career. Congratulations to you. I can't say anything about your talents in the NFL. I didn't do it. Just like I just told you. You see there? I can't tell you how to be a great corner in the NFL because I didn't do it. I can't do it. So don't tell Mike Norvell Miami this or Miami that or beat Miami. You could not do it, sir. You could not do it. Your record forever in history is written 0 wins against Miami. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. History is written for you, sir. You never saw Florida State beat Miami while you had on that uniform. Am I right or am I right? Like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section, am I right or am I right? McFadden, sit back, relax. June bake-off is over. Miami is getting commits now. Miami is building authentic relationships, like he said. Mike Norvell kept his mouth closed because he knows he say too much. There's a wrath coming for him. There's a big beatdown coming for him. November 13th, Doak Camp Stadium. It will be a slaughter. It will be a full-blown slaughter, massacre. Nose down. Nose down. 77-10 maybe. Beat down. See, Manny Diaz has a heart. Manny Diaz has a heart. See, in the third quarter of the 52-10 beatdown, you remember that fiasco of a team that you had last season? During that 52-10 beatdown, Manny Diaz decided to let the dogs down. Me personally, I would have beat you 100-10 if possible. You are rivals that talk, and never do anything on the field. I can say that about you, Mr. McFadden. You never did nothing on the field against Miami when it comes to wins. Tackles, yeah, you performed well, but you never won. Sir, if we're looking at your career at Florida State versus Miami, you are a loser. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Mike Norvell, is that what you're doing at Florida State? You're taking advice from guys that are professional losers. When it comes to college football, Miami versus Florida State. Make that clear. So don't say, hey, you're calling this guy, he went to the NFL. I don't care what he did in the NFL. I know what he did in the NFL. I'm looking right at my computer right here. I see his stats. I see his numbers. I see what he's done for both the teams that he played for. The guy is phenomenal. Give him credit where it's due. But when it comes to the Florida State versus Miami rival, he is one of those guys that you say, sir, have a seat. Go sit down. You're in timeout. You don't get to talk. You do not get to talk. Sit your butt down and think about everything that you said before I get Sebastian to whoop your tail. Sir, go and look at Miami versus Florida State history. 2000 to 2005, Florida State, not one win against Miami. If I'm not mistaken, Miami went 6 straight games. So even if you spend 6 years at FSU, sir, you did not, I repeat, did not get to see the Seminoles victorious against the Miami Hurricane. So please, sir, stop trying to advise Norvell on how to beat Miami. Congratulations to Mike Norvell. You're getting some good recruits in. You're up right now in recruiting, whatever. You're in the top 10. Congratulations. It won't last, sir. Let me tell you something. Miami and Florida State are deadlocked with a lot of these kids. When Miami beats Florida State 77-10, where do you think these kids are going to go? Are they going to have a pity party for Florida State and say, yes, you know what? We just got beaten to a post, but I'm going to go to Florida State because I feel sorry and I feel a pity party for Mike Norvell, and I just want to be the one to give him a shoulder to lean on and wipe his tears away. Is that what you're expecting, Norvell? Because I'm thinking these kids are going to see you are a sunken ship and Miami is on the rise. Where do you think they're going? Winning the recruiting trail in June. Congratulations. We will win it when it matters the most. Signing day. Bryant McFadden, sit your tail down.